he just knows how to play his songs.
Yeah, well, right. So then, and that's what I realized is here I am. I'm trying to integrate with. We're live down at Old Bill Bailey's. What's your name again? I'm sorry.
Kyle.
Huh?
Kyle.
Kyle. We're down here with Kyle. Wild Kyle. He's down here. He's got the killer Hartke rig and a big jam pedal system here. He's running the show. But I'm going to take another attempt at playing. We were just talking about ego. Well, it's funny because I do this all day and I play and I think, okay, great. But I come here and then I hear other people play their covers and I listen to their instrumentality, you know, and their ability, the string picking and the dancing on the chords and all that, you know, and the finger picking. And it's like, it's absolutely beautiful. And then it kind of inhibits me to where it's like, well, fuck, I can't play that.
No, you can't.
But I keep forgetting I'm the one who's composing.
Yeah.
I'm not playing the cover.
You're gonna play your songs right. We're gonna play it wrong. So that's you know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
So then my hope is okay. Hopefully somebody will get it. You know what I mean? And they'll find a pocket.
You know, I've been playing for 10 years, and I just recently came into my own.
I mean, because I'm no guitar player.
I mean, I'm no shredder. I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, never.
I'm the okayest.
I love the guitar. Believe me, I love it. But I'm not a guitar player. I grew up watching Elvis, though.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll tell you on that.
So that was a big deal. And of course, music was always in the crowd with me. So. I think I got a good battery tonight. Gotta turn it on first, Tommy. Gotta turn on the app. Temperature change coming in from outside. I'm looking for people, somebody to compose with. And then, but everybody's busy, not like me. I have all day, you know. So I get anxious.
I got 3 bands I'm trying to juggle.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Anybody who's a musician is already busy playing. Just like tattoo artists are 2 months out, and motorcycle mechanics are 2 months out. Everybody's 2 months out. The musician's like a freaking unicorn. You know, or a dragon. So everyone just to get a little taster of what I'm playing. I don't have any of my songs memorized or anything. When I write out right now, I'm writing this part of the trail of the name of the app. I'm working with those 2 chords and then I break off into the
Yeah, just do that, and I'll follow along with you. I'm the one fucking up your songs. So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that. The guy who's not playing will never fuck up. Should I turn that phaser up?
Yeah, I do.
What'd you think about that? I just played.
Yeah, it's good.
I just made it up.
It's good.
Based on a little bit I know. I'm not a good type player, man.
It's pretty good.
But I'm a musician and composer. And a promoter above all. I'm Matt Zach from Prospect Studios, Blues Lakers people. Captain Matt Zach, I promote, especially my book, Speaking Fun to See. True story. It's meant to, it wasn't meant to be shared with anybody, but I'm sure it ended up being something else. So I published it, and I promote it, and I'm also on networking. Especially my big thing right now is I want to gather up and offer an opportunity to all musicians, composers especially, to present to me an offering of something that they would like to be considered, and an opportunity to be college for this. I'm not just somebody that flew in to make a dollar. I'm not a capitalist, although we all know that. But this is not panic money. It's huge money for you. And I'm not going to use it. I mean, I'll have certain rights to hand with music. I'm not going to, it's all to promote the awareness. And the thing is, what I picture from my hands as a publishing company to their publishing company. This is essentially we have to work. And I think somebody should be going around cataloging some of these smaller unknowns and finding.
Well, I can't seem to find the drum key.
You see, the thing is, remember them beats they used to show? What was it, the Louisiana Purchase? Somebody help me out here. I don't have my history hat on today. Wasn't it the Louisiana Purchase where they traded the Native Americans a bunch of beats?
No, that was when it was Thomas Jefferson
when did they use
bought
the beats? Well, the thing is, but they used beads.
I have some flyers.
They traded the nation for beads. Well, the thing is they're still doing that, but the beads have gotten so small, you're not even seeing them. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get the artists together to come up with some kind of an intellectual voice that the masses will hear, because the only way to communicate to the masses' asses is through the world of music, I think. Right now, it's our one goal.
I'm not trying to communicate with the masses at this point. I'm just trying to
anyway,
communicate with myself.
I have a beautiful. See, I learned from that John Gotti investigation, or Teflon Don. I'm going for the whole thing, and hope I hit a handful of targets in the process.
Oh, I tried that for about 5 years. I went all in on it.
Just now?
Everything, and
what did you think about
5 years later, I had to go get a job again.
What is your opinion about that whole improv?
You just gotta be consistent with the changes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rhythm.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting past my.
Not rhythm.
I'm getting past this. I'm getting past that.
You gotta be able to count. We gotta be able to
well,
count.
I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not physically counting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Next time I'll bring my metronome.
But I wasn't playing outright 12-bar blues either.
No, you weren't. But it could be.
I'm trying to come up with a unique sound that people enjoy hearing. And it doesn't have to be full of lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay?
Try a minor scale instead of a major scale. That's usually does it. For a different mode.
Yeah. I haven't been experimenting with any of that. I'm still working with this scale throughout learning the rest of the neck. I just got up to where I can use, fluently, where I can, walk up the neck.
Right. I'm just now getting used to the rest of my neck. I've stuck up to like here for most of everything, but now I'm starting to get used to the rest of it.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at.
If you ever,
I don't practice
as a
these
bass
out
player,
there.
if you ever play AC/DC, you never have to move your hand. It's all right here.
I know all these chords up here. I know enough of them up here.
Yeah.
But I never play that up there. I always start at the fifth.
You just gotta.
And occasionally, rarely, I'll play with the capo on the third.
It's all just scales.
Second.
And whether you know it or not, you're playing in a certain key, and that's a certain scale.
Yeah.
And
I'm just trying to get real fluid in that before I venture off learning anything else. Because I'm trying to beat that dead horse and find some music in that key nobody wants to play anymore.
But instead of doing like the major scale, is like which is what you were doing, okay? But it was about doing this in G instead of A, like you were.
Oh yeah, here it is.
But instead of doing that, try like a minor variation.
the next time I'll bring my sticks. I'll bring my own stuff.
And I meant to bring a pillow to put in this kick drum.
Yeah, that's all right.
I haven't sent out to bring it.
That was fun.
Again? Alright.
That's all right, dude. Don't worry about it.
Who we got out there? Who we got out there? Don't you disconnect on me. Hey, Krug's out there. Rocky's out there. Leroy Elray's out there. Leo. Lauren Shea, my sweetie pie. Kevin girl. Hey, dear.
Next time I'll come.
We're down here at Old Bill Bailey's with the crew.
A couple symbols.
Hanging out, goofing off.
That hi-hat and that
Let's
thing
see the beautiful bar.
That's
There's the crew there. Wave hi, everybody down at Old Bill Bailey's. They serve meanness. Yes, come on down, everybody. Get a cold drink and a chicken wing. Everybody does their thing down here. It's lots of fun. You got a great big backyard with a nice smoking pit and a good place to play ring toss or whatever kind of games you like. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was fun, man.
Yep.
Good. I haven't played. My baby died in 2006, so other than coming up here, I didn't blow myself last few
Not
weeks.
the tools.
That's the first time I got to play with another.
Yeah.
Hey, if I feel like jamming and running up here and singing, while
Hey,
guys are
did you
playing,
like that? What did you
Yeah,
think
you're
about all
allowed
that?
to.
Yeah.
What did you think about all that? What
That was
did you
good.
think?
I love it. I love watching you guys jam and stuff. It's so much fun. It's the best.
But did it sound like shit though?
No, it sounded good. I wanted to come up here and sing with you.
Yeah, you should have. I was gonna go on the mic, but yeah, I got the wind on me, so I couldn't find it. Oh, it was like that pearl everybody talks about, nobody can find.
You mean a clitoris?
I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nicely naughty. It's my game.
We speak frankly around here.
Yeah, well, we're not having. Well, wait. Well, we had wieners at lunchtime. That's my other shit too. I do the lunchtime show 11:45, and interrupt the news broadcast.
There's always so much wiener.
Noon. And I always, that's my thing with my shows. We're always having wieners.
Yeah.
It's based on a hot dog skit. I did a 2-minute comedy piece about hot dogs and throwing hot dog plants on the moon and having to take all the trash to the whole second moon. And it's very funny, especially if you're really smart. Yeah, I'm probably the only person who understands that, but I love it. That's probably the funniest part for me.
As long as you have fun doing it.
Well, if I didn't make myself laugh, I'd have blown my head off moments ago. Yeah. Wants to go out and have a smoke with Mad Zach. I'm going out with I do a live show around 8, so we're lucky we're down here. Who else are we expecting? Can you go on camera? You mind?
My buddy Zach just showed up.
We're waiting to fix this thing, the bad.
Yeah.
No, I mean, can you wave and say hi and say I was the guy that was just drumming?
Kick drum.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the guy that was just drumming, and he's sporting a UK shirt. Bob. Excellent drumming, by the way, Bob. It was nice to have an accompaniment.
Tom? Yeah, it's Tom.
I'm Tom. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah.
I've been called worse, trust me.
Me too. That's another reason why I hang out.
Alright. I guess I'm just gonna ask you
No, I have a hearing issue. Let's hit my truck.
I'm about to take this out to my friend out here so I can hold it. He can crank it.
What do I do with my cigarettes? Cigarettes.
I knew I should.
Push butts. Here they are.
Another kick pedal at home too. So.
Yeah, well, next time I'll.
Okay, let's go outside and play.
And I guess this is why they traded out.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Oh, hang in, I did good stuff in there, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry I got here late.
I just, I learned all on my own.
Yeah.
I never learned any covers.
I mean, I learned like, he's starting out, I know it's funny now, but I didn't.
I'm not a guitarist. Don't let that fool you.
Yeah? Sounded pretty good to me, man.
Well, I'm by no means a guitarist. I come down here and I listened to you guys last week and I was like, well, I can't play that good.
I mean,
And I went home with my ego shell all broken up.
I don't think I'm like, in the clouds good, you know?
Yeah. I'm live actually
I'm
right
kinda
now.
intermediate.
I just came out. I'm live on my show. You mind if I'm sitting here and we're talking
Go
stuff?
for it, man.
Basically, you're on the show with me. You want to be on the show with me?
I don't know about that.
Well,
maybe.
basically, you're on there doing audio. Just do audio on the side so everybody knows who's in the peanut box. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry.
Zach.
Zach,
Hey,
that's
you
right.
can
It's
put me in
another
the show, man.
Zach.
It's
It's my
all good. You
doppelganger.
can put me in there.
Name-wise. But let's give him some props here and say hi to Zach.
What's up?
Zach's he's got what do you got for an axe?
It's the Dean Evo. It looks like a Les
Dean.
Paul.
He got the Dean Evo.
Dean,
that's right.
Yeah.
He's got the Dean Evo, and then you had a pretty good amp too, huh?
It's a Fender Hot Rod.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good amp. That's probably my best part of my sound is that amp.
Fender Hot
Guitar is
Rod.
a pretty important thing.
I
too, but
know, absolutely.
I've had it for 16 years now since I started playing,
Yeah.
pretty much, and then I've had other electric, but still my main squeeze.
As far as my PV Viper, all I know about hers where her nipples are. I have absolutely no idea how to use all the bells and whistles on it. It's got like 60 presets, plus you can do loops on it. But dude, if I figure out how to do loops, it's all over.
That's where the money is.
You
man.
I'm trying to make right now I've got a special thing, and here's an opportunity. I did a broadcast earlier, and I'm going to do this broadcast right now and look at the people in the crowd. I'm in Lancaster, Ohio, and what I want to do is I want to sift through all the available talent and find out who's hiding with their beautiful compositions. Let me hear them, and they will be judged by some more people than just I went to college for this, so I'm not coming at this without any tools for this. We are going to showcase these people and get these beautiful compositions out there for the world to share, and then and beat up the musician scene a little bit and shove some of these people in the music scene back into their place and where they should be in the pecking order things. DMX should have never been heard out of the garage. Okay. I mean, dude, I'm not trying to just beat down on him in particular, but he made such an awesome example of himself with a song called "Where the Hood At," where he professed how everyone in prison is singing his songs, and how they like to piss in bottles and hand drinks off to rich white models. you know, and snicker about how they got one over on the white girl.
See, I know about all. I know about all that shit.
Yes, it's all in the song and talking about segregation and racism, and
look at
it's very
rapism.
nasty. And so I want to crack down on some of these underground publishing people who are underground publishers. And they need to be held. Everybody as artists, we all need to be held accountable about what we're dumping into the airwaves.
It's pretty fucked up. You're making money off of.
And you got to remember, there's kids in the back seat of somebody's car listening to your beautiful music.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
So consider the content within the lyrics.
Yeah, I have 4 kids, and I don't necessarily like.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff out there that definitely.
Yes, and it's destroying our beautiful underbelly of our country.
I do think it's contributed a lot to the sexualization of women.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, all right, Hobie. I'm gonna go inside. My cousin's about to be here sometime. I better go find him.
Who?
My cousin. So.
Oh, good. You got people coming.
Yes,
I've been trying to bag my people. My people here always come. Lauren is always there. She's faithful. She's my cabin girl down in Melbourne, Florida.
Hell yeah. Well, you don't drink, but cheers, sir.
Yeah, I'm 163 days sober.
That's dope. That's awesome.
I went out to Dolly Ridge Medical. Shout out for Dolly Ridge Medical out there, especially the detox department staff of 16 or 18 or so people that I dealt with, lovely people, absolutely treated me like I was the most important person on the whole planet.
Hell yeah. That's the way it should be.
And I'll tell you what, it may, in order for me to fall off the wagon and go back to drinking, would be such a huge insult and slap in their faces after they made all that love to me in life.
Yeah, for sure.
By caring for me and everything.
We've had our share of the addictions going around. I think everybody does at some point. Some way or another. It is not always the same.
Yeah. Well, yes, exactly.
Money, gambling.
Well, the thing is we're so heavily steeped in poison, we don't know what the poison looks like anymore, and we've got it right in our hands.
This is alcohol.
We've got it in our hands. We're all guilty.
Yet.
We're all guilty.
But this is actually just Coca-Cola.
Well, don't forget the EDTA in there, though.
Well, shit. I guess you could say Coca-Cola is not good for you either.
Well, it's the EDTA and the corn syrup that they use, the beasts use to kill us with.
The corn syrup.
My lady's got to have a thing plugged into her back to monitor her sugar because of Pepsi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it, man. It'll give you diabetes.
Yeah, I want to wage a war against the federal, the Food and Drug Administration. Capital lawsuit, class action capital lawsuit should be. I want to see the bill where they introduced high fructose corn syrup into the market. I want to examine that immediately. I need somebody out there desperately I desperately need somebody to assist me in pursuit of this argument. I'm looking for a fight, and I got plenty to pick from. So I'm gonna go for the biggest one there is in the room. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out how to play the guitar. Yeah. I'm a trombone player. Sometimes flute. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't get all dressed up. I just wore my same old rags I wore all day. So I smelled just like me. Yeah, if you get to see, if you were my girl, you woke up in the morning and decided to wear my shirt all day. Oh my goodness, I don't think I'd leave the bedroom. No, I smell good when I get to stinking. Haha. Anyway, yeah, let's check out the backyard here, guys. Did anybody get to see the backyard? This is the backyard at Old Bill Bailey's. Come out the door here, walk down the yellow brick road. You go right out to a court here where they got pavement. If it's raining, you come out here if it's wet or snowing. They shovel all this off. We got an outdoor bar here. It ain't much special, but it's something to break the wind, sit and drink, put your beer down, and have a little, you know how people click up. Got all kinds of area to click up around here. Hell yeah, look at it. And I don't know the content, but here's a favorite song of mine. That's all I can share. The video will get deleted by some frickin' Facebook police for copyright infringement. I just said I don't own the content, but they'll shoot me down. Assholes. Anyway. Who we got out there still hobnobbing with me? Krugity Doog Doog Doog, of course. And I see an eyeball. More than likely it's Lauren. She's always guilty. Better not be feeding that cat all that string cheese. Got swimming on the Olympics. US 6. ESP, whoever that is, 7. Third round. Oh, it's volleyball. Crying out loud. Or water. It's water volleyball or something. Are they actually swimming? Is it some kind of relay? I don't know. It looks silly. Looks silly as hell. You know what I want to see in Olympics? I want to see a tradesman come out there with his freaking wagon of tools. I want to watch him unload the truck, set them tools up, run them cords. I want to see him dance with the air hose and lay them out beautiful and swing them tools around like a symphony. I want to see that, okay? I want to see somebody gracefully do something in the trades. Let's focus on that. The real stars, the people building the nation, the people eating, breathing, and living the dirt and the grime and the filth. Yeah, all those carpenters out there who had to breathe all that asbestos shingle dust, and then we make mention of it to the property owners out there, and you make comments to us like, well, you got to eat, don't you? Yeah, I don't like tripe. No, I don't. You feed that to the dog, actually. It's not for humans. What do you think? Your dogs don't like you out there? Yeah, why don't my dog like me? Well, you don't know how to treat them. That's why you're single. I think everybody should have a pet before they have a kid. Kind of a necessary evil. Yeah. You can't love an animal. You can't love a person. You gotta love yourself. Unless you like being in the shoebox and inhibitions stuffed in the closets of life. Gosh, I hope these guys start playing again soon. I can't wait to hear some more music. Let's see what happens. This is the first night I actually was able to perform. Before I was too scared. Yeah. Who's beeping at me? All right, let's go back in and get another beer. Should I play Keno? No. I don't know the contents of the music. Maybe I should pause it. One more of those near beer, Bud Zeros. I went out and did a little promo deal at Diley Ridge yesterday.
Yeah.
Met with Amber, the girl that does and takes her detox.
Okay.
Yeah, I did 4 days there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I hope a few more people will show up at least.
Yeah. 163 days sober today.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Well, I was drinking or play the guitar. Drinking or play the guitar. I didn't drink and play the guitar at home, but nobody want to hear that. Although I do drop my pants sometimes. Ha ha ha!
How many years that person's had a day life, just walk back to my comp unit, get into it, and uncheck myself and go back and get another one. It took about 3 times of that before he's like, listen, if you wanted a couple more beers, I was going to give it to you anyway. Just don't be that guy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I did go over and to the bridge. We had a bridge space right next to us, and we played soccer. I won't say we played soccer with them. They kicked the shit out of us in football. And but then they had a barbecue afterwards, and then they pulled up this. I mean, it was
I brought that Bigsby.
Okay.
I got if you want to play it.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I brought her and a tuner too, but it should be really
You
cool.
said your Zachery smoke weed.
I do, yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, goody. Got that right on point.
She was having a rough time for a while, and I know her and Josh were getting separated, and then she hit me up one day just spouting off some crazy stuff about the guy that she saw that I knew, like calls, and it was just off the chain out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah. Slow coughing here, Terry Huffman. beautiful vintage guitar case for my Strat. For Rosie. Yes, I brought Rosie and Rhonda and the amp, PV light for amp. And some arps. Hey, I got some harmonicas too.
Right on.
I don't know if I can play them or not, but leave it plugged in, dummy. The battery will go dead. Oh, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, that would be bad. Anyway, Marvin might show up down here. His sister's supposed to bring him. I asked him if he needed wheels, but he didn't opt for that. We got, here guys, here's a promo. Here's a promotion for Saturday, August 14th, Slim to None with special guest John Wick will be here. Party on the patio at Old Bill Bailey's. Come down to 200 Harrison Avenue. Lancaster locked. This video contains music, audio, or video that may belong to somebody else. Oh, I see. You're trying to shut me off because there's radio playing. I forgot about that. Alright. Okay, well, that being the case, I'll just leave and come back later with another video. That's all. Jerks. You're probably blotting out my speech right now and you can't hear me. So, yeah, it's got a $sign by it saying I have to pay for it or some shit. Anyway, I'll be back. That's on Mad Sack. Yeah, Captain Mad Sack.